very first thing I want to talk about is Mickey 17. Mickey 17, guys. Mickey 17. It's coming to Max or HBO Max now. Yeah, because now it's HBO Max again. They said this summer they're already branding everything HBO Max, HBO Max. But Mickey 17 is dropping this Friday, May 23rd, guys, over there on HBO Max. I'm getting you to say that again. Because, again, the rebrands happened because they knew that Max was dumb and it should never lose the HBO home box office name. So we're coming back to Max. You didn't get a chance to check this out. A lot of people didn't. You can also watch it on linear HBO on Saturday as well. It will drop at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But on Friday, you can actually check this out. Finally, if you haven't seen it at all, it's an interesting movie. I like the acting's odd. It's weird choices, but it works in this sci-fi world. I still think it's like a half hour too long. And at one point, there's like multiple versions, of course, was in the trailer of Robert Pattinson. But trust me, guys, that relationship is platonic. And also, we have Rose Byrne and Seth Rogen here doing this platonic thing one more time, too, guys, over on Apple TV Plus, coming back this August 6th for the second season of Platonic. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's a fun show. It really is. They got 10 more episodes about two friends that are just platonic friends that can stick together and like get through and actually have that friendship, to have them have it separate than like marriage and weddings. And last season they had a big wedding and a big change in their dynamics. So we'll have to see how that kind of flows through with the next season. But I'm excited to see it. The first season was so much fun, and you got to love platonic relationships. They help you a lot out. They really do. There's also this platonic relationship that's been going on for years, guys, and that's Trey Parker and Matt Stone and South Park. Man, think about that. They have done so great there. But there's this lawsuit that's still lingering. We've been talking about it for, I swear it's been a year. This lawsuit between WB and between Paramount. And this has been happening, well, Comedy Central, Paramount, that whole world, ever since WB got the licensing agreement for $500 million for exclusive rights for South Park, and then they still aired stuff on Paramount Plus, and they still aired stuff on Comedy Central, and there's this massive lawsuit happening, but now the new season of South Park is dropping July 9th, which is right after that deal ends. Woo, that deal's ending June 30th. So now Paramount has all the rights to it, but that lawsuit is still happening right now. And there's rumor on the street that actually it will still air on HBO Max as long as this lawsuit's still going, and they haven't worked that all out. So it might still get it on Comedy Central, Paramount Plus, and HBO Max until they work their differences out. And I think that HBO will win that, because you can't sign a big deal. I'm like, well, fuck it. I don't care about exclusive rights. We're still putting it on our platform too. You're going to get burned. And I think they're going to get burned very badly. This Odyssey is never going to end, it sounds like. But the Odyssey is still coming, guys. That one will end when we eventually get this in theaters. And Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, guys, I found this out and I thought it was really cool. The whole thing is shot on IMAX. The whole film, first time ever. Whole film shot on IMAX, which is so difficult because I've worked with these cameras before over on, I think it was like Dark Knight Rises we had them, and they're so loud. It's like tick, 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 tick. You got to do ADR, voiceover for a lot of this stuff. It's so loud. There's a lot of challenges, they said, and that's why they've never shot the whole thing in IMAX before. But Nolan was talking to Rich Gelford, who was like the IMAX boss, and he says, figure out all the complications, the sound complications, the reloading the stock complications, the gallery sounds I'm talking, watching dailies. And he says he's figured it all out, and that's why they did all of Odyssey, or they're still shooting in IMAX. I can't wait to see it. It's a massive, amazing film format, and I hope it's fantastic. I'm interested to see how the sound design's going to go. That's a big worry I have. Hopefully it's great, though. I love Nolan, guys, and honestly, he does great things, but unfortunately, he takes a lot of his productions out of the country and out of the States, and he brings them back a little bit, but they're gone a lot of times. And Karen Bass says she's going to fix this in LA. She says she's going to fix it because she had an executive order that she dropped here saying she's going to cut regulations and streamline the process for the industry per her office, saying this. And this executive order includes making iconic locations like the Griffith Observatory, also the Port of LA, the Central Library, just cheaper to film at. Also cutting back this whole, you must have multiple site reps on the spot at that time, whether it be retired police officers or firefighters. No, she get rid of that too. Only have to have one site rep. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of red tape, Brandon. That's a lot of red tape. Yeah, and that slowed down so many productions. And they said they said it's good for the community and all. It's good for the being safe always. But I think this is a problem that LA, why a lot of productions have left. The Film LA stuff, she said they're going to cut all that down too. So that's cheaper. That's what the executive order says on top of that. She wants to be proactive, film-friendly approach to communication with the production companies and require that we get rid of all these red tape stuff. Now, she's talking about also on top of this too, adjustment city fees, permits, parking, shooting, filming city-owned property, and certifying new sound stages to help bring work back to LA. So I'm going to say if it works, round of applause to you, but we still need that tax incentives from the city. I would still like to see the national, again, film incentives too, but that all comes down to time. Legislation is going to take a long time because productions are still fleeing LA, like The Mummy is shooting right now in Spain, guys. And I love this idea of going into a darker realm with The Mummy, more horror genre, like you've never seen before. That's what Lee Cronin said. But we have some new casting for this too, which a lot of child actors or younger cast members were signing on. Natalie Grace, she was on 1923 as Hildy, of course, the spinoff of all the freaking Paramount Plus shows. Also on top of that too, we have a couple other new up and coming actors that have joined the cast. Shiloh Molina, who was in The After Party on Apple, Deadly Illusions over at Netflix, also Criminal, which is coming out on Prime, and Billy Roy coming from Hulu's miniseries Candy, which Jessica Alba starred in too. So honestly, big casting for this is coming out April 17th, 2026, bringing the monster franchise back and scaring the bejesus out of kids, just like it does over in Welcome to Jerry, because this first trailer dropped, guys. We're scaring kids to death over there in the 1960s now. Of course, they have 3 seasons planned for this It Pennywise spinoff over on HBO Max, and the first one is dropping this fall, and the first trailer came out, which we will watch in a second. And honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. And the first one's in the 60s. I think the next one's going to be in the 40s, and the following one's going to be in the 20s, if I'm right. So honestly, we're going backwards in time to find actually how Pennywise was born and terrified children. So it's a fascinating concept over on Max, scaring people. They're saying, don't go to Derry, don't go to Derry. And you know, one person that's listened to that is Conan O'Brien. He must go! But hopefully not to Derry, guys. But Conan O'Brien's back in the news because he is signed on to Toy Story, guys. Toy Story as Smarty Pants. Smarty Pants. Of course, why would he not play Smarty Pants? That makes sense. He wanted to play Woody. He said it multiple times, but they said, I'm sorry, Hank still has Woody. And he made a big joke about that. But I love this. It's a great addition to this cast. Toy Story, please keep doing these. They're fun every time, and they take a little break. I know some people will probably be like hating on these, but I love them so much. Toy Story, bring me back to my kids. I love the games. I love children. They make me like nostalgic, but I'm not sure about a Whac-A-Mole movie. Whac-A-Mole movie? How are we doing a Whac-A-Mole movie? How are we doing this? Yeah, Bill Skarsgård's coming back too as Pennywise. How are we doing a Whac-A-Mole movie? Mattel is throwing all this shit at the wall these days. Barbie did so well. TriStar, Mattel are like, let's try Whac-A-Mole. We already have the Matchbox movie coming out soon. That finished with Jessica Biel and John Cena about Matchbox cars. We also have, of course, He-Man. He-Man's in production right now. That makes sense. But Whac-A-Mole? Whac-A-Mole. How the fuck do you do a Whac-A-Mole movie?
He-Man looks like shit, by the way.
I'm not sure about He-Man either. I really am not. I'm not, Sean. We'll talk about He-Man. I want to be good, but I don't know if this can work, guys. It just reminds me of like Caddyshack, and we got Bill Murray slapping the fucking Gophers and trying to flood them out. I love golf movies though too, and I'm excited to see Stick, guys, because Stick is an Apple TV Plus series about golf with Owen Wilson, and it looks great. It's about a retired golfer who can't do it anymore. He finds a young kid and teaches him the way of golf. He's kind of like Happy Gilmore type character. He's fantastic. And he's trying to make him even better and give him the opportunity to thrive in the golf realm and also bring him back to his glory days. Coming out June 4th. It's kind of like they're a little bit of a Ted Lasso feel for this, dropping 10 episodes on Apple TV Plus. I can't wait to see it, guys. But I gotta tell you, the king of golf and the biggest superstar ever for golf was, of course, an RIP to Morris, the alligator from Happy Gilmore, guys.
Oh, no.
Poor Morris. Round of applause for Morris, though. You had a great life, man. From the 1996 golf movie Happy Gilmore. of course, he swallowed Chubb's hand, and honestly, guys, he was minding me too. Yeah, Adam Sandler came out and said a little somber note about this too, guys. He said, "Goodbye, Morris. We're all gonna miss you. You could have you made it hard on directors." He said, "Makeup artists, costumers, really anyone with arms or legs, but I know you did it for the ultimate goal of the film." And he goes, "That one day they wouldn't come out of your trailer, and we know you sent in 40 heads of lettuce, and a powerful lesson came down to us that says that you will never compromise your art. I will never forget craft service time when you spit my Three Musketeers bar, and then you left me the bigger half." So, but that's who you were. Yeah. Congratulations, Morris, for being the man, the myth, the legend. You'll never be forgot. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Woo! Yes.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet, guys. Come on, Sean.
Bonus news item: Skibbity toilet.
Yeah, it's not in the breaking news. It's just a bonus, Jonas. It's that surprise Jonas we all find out about. We're like, that guy's still here? What's that?
How many Jonases are there? Shit.
There's like 4 or 5. There's actually, I think there's like 2 that you don't know about. There's at least one. I worked with him at a company called Decoded, and he was like, also plays guitar, also an artist, but just wasn't in the band. That's how it goes. I would be pissed about that. Wouldn't you be pissed if your brother's
Imagine being the one Jonas Brothers. Yeah, you're the one Jonas brother not good enough for the Jonas Brothers band. Like, where else are you going to take that?
Yeah,
fuck.
I would be pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck?
It's rude.
Yeah, I love animals too, Queen. A lot of breaking news, guys.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.